my shifter broke somehow, some way, shape, or form, or my first gear is gone. Morning, welcome back. So Sunday, it is 7:25 a.m. We're here, sun's starting to come out. We're gonna go ahead and get the truck ready to hit the spot, and today we're gonna test out our launches and see if we have to dial in the suspension and then dial in the trans brake tune. It is cold, it's nice. Waiting for the sun to come out a little more because the roads are still a little misty. So obviously, remember that time, the first time we took the truck out to tune it, we spun real hard because it was the same conditions. So I'm gonna wait until the sun comes out a little more before we get crazy with it. But yeah, we're here, we're ready. Let me get the car ready, start it up, move it back. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a cold start. So let's see how cold-blooded she is, because it's cold and I don't think she's ever seen this temperatures. So let's go ahead and get a cold start here for you guys. Alright, we are out here. We just did a little test hit. I didn't film it because I just got here and I was like, let me just go out real quick and make sure that we're sitting at around 10 to 12 pounds consistently, at least. We're hitting 20 pounds. So it seems to be that I had the wastegates routed backwards, right? So the vacuum lines were routed backwards. Now I fixed that, and instead of 10 pounds or 12 pounds, now I'm seeing 20 pounds instead of 30. Yesterday we saw a couple 30-pound pulls. On my way here, I did a pull recording it, and I saw 30 pounds. So yeah, I came over here, I'm like, all right, what's going on? So I double checked my wastegate lines, and they were backwards. So I had the top on the bottom, the bottom on the top. Now, that's fixed. I'm hitting 20 pounds now. I'm assuming, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm assuming. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. I like it. AFRs are on point. Everything's on point. This is moving. The issue now is I might have lost first gear because it's acting up in first gear. So I'm gonna jack up the rear end and see exactly, might have been the shifter got loose or something. I gotta find out exactly what's going on with that. So bear with me, I'll look into that. Guys, today was a bust. I think my shifter might have just taken a dump on me because I don't have first gear. There's no noises on the transmission, it's just not first gear. So I can't get it to work on the first gear. We tried to adjust the cable. I think it might be the actual shifter themselves. So I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time out in the middle of the sun. So I'm gonna take it back and well, next week try to figure it out. I think second gear is still working, so that's good. And we are getting 14 to 18 pounds. So, so we made it back home. We made it nice and safely. So we have good news and bad news. Good news is that the truck is running a little too hard, but it's quote unquote safe. I was speaking with my tuner just now, and he said that we need to figure out how to lower the boost just a tad bit, because right now we're looking at 22 pounds. That's what the truck is running right now. And it's steady at 22 pounds here from the log at 6,500 RPM. We're still safe on the air to fuel ratios, and we're about 77% duty cycle. So technically it's on the quote unquote safe side, but he doesn't like the fact that we're running such a high boost number on pump gas. So he wants to see a maximum of 19, no more than 20 pounds. So I got to figure out how to dial that in, because we're still having a problem with the boost controller. Now, the truck's moving fast. I mean, this thing is stupid. The problem also that we're having now is one of the two things. Either my shifter broke somehow, some way, shape, or form, or my first gear is gone, because I cannot get it to go in first gear. There's no weird noises, there's no rattle noises, there's nothing of that nature. Now, the only thing that I could do is when I drop it back off on the storage is perhaps drain it and check the fluid out, make sure there's no metal in it. But as of now, there's no noises. It just doesn't go in first. And second gear goes in fine, and it holds it. It's holding 22 pounds, and it's freaking moving, guys. I wanted to show you here the log to show you exactly where we're sitting out. I did 4 back-to-back pulls almost on second gear, and wow, it is strong. Let me show you the log here. So if we go over here, I don't know, the glare is not going to allow you to see it much, but this is my boost. The top one's the boost, the second one's RPM, then we have our wideband and our duty cycle. So if we go here to the top of the mountain, it's climbing up very slowly though. So the top it hit 22 pounds. Now we saw 6,600 RPM. My limiter says 6,700 RPM. We were at 10:8 air to fuel ratio and 67% duty cycle. The maximum duty cycle that is saw on all 4 runs was 82%. So it's good, right? So it's good. And the maximum boost that we saw was a total of 22%. 22 pounds. So that's the maximum that we see as far as the log. So it seems to be that, you know, it's okay, right? It's not exactly where we need it to be. It's actually a little bit more than what we need, but at least it's holding it up and we are driving. I got to figure out what's going on with the transmission, because unfortunately today we couldn't test out the suspension. That's a very unfortunate situation, because I took the morning just to do that, to test out the suspension, and unfortunately that was not the case for us. All right, guys, that is it for today. Unfortunately, like I said, we couldn't do the suspension part of the tune, nor the trans brake. It happened literally right before I got to the spot, because I made a pull and then it felt weird. The transmission just felt weird. I don't know what's going on with it. So we'll look into that, try to figure that out, and hopefully have it ready sooner rather than later. But that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later.